Hello and welcome to Tuesday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic on the roasting hot day here again in Surrey. And loads of you have written to us, actually over the last sort of 24 hours, to ask us to tackle this new puzzle by Marty Sears. Marty's done it again, Given but Hidden. And it's a sort of play on circles logic. So there have to be 8 given 8s, but obviously we can only see one given 8. So, but under the fog, there needs to be that we're going to have to find some 8s. That is what is going on. It's got 3 stars out of 5 for difficulty. But let me tell you, the comments we've been getting on this, I snipped some just to give you a flavour of them over on Logic Masters. Basically, people saying this is one of the best puzzles they've played. Viking Prime's comments always amuse me. He can't keep getting away with this. I don't know what that quite means, but it sounds like just sheer frustration that somebody can be so utterly brilliant all the time. Sudoku there, Flinty. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to having a go at this. I'm a huge fan of Marty's puzzles, as you know if you've been watching the channel for any amount of time. And so when Marty does Fog of War, well, Simon gets very excited indeed. Now, what else can I tell you about? Well, let's start by thanking those of you who joined us last night. Oh, there's a funny noise outside. When Mark and I returned to the Blue Prince Mansion. This is a wonderful game. Look, my screen must have moved around again. It's so strange. We only did one day yesterday, but I think it was a little bit of a productive day. We discovered new rooms. I won't spoil it, but we got somewhere. Anyway, we got somewhere and we had a lot of fun. And yes, we're definitely going to go back to it again. Probably next Monday, I would think. But thank you to all those who joined us. We did have a blast as always. And thanks to the moderators who I gather do an incredible job of keeping the spoilers out of chat. Now, the other big news today, though, is that it's the first of the month. And that means we have a brand new reward, a Sudoku hunt over on Patreon. It commenced at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Actually, it hasn't reached 4 p.m. I'm recording this at 1:12 p.m. But at 4 p.m. it will have gone live. This is it. It's a play on the Sudoku worms idea. So you can see each of these Sudokus is linked to another by just a few cells of overlapping digitage. And yeah, we hope you're really going to enjoy it. And actually, it's an appropriate day for this to launch because Marty is behind one of our new Sudoku apps, which are themed on Sudoku worms. So we have a whole Sudoku worm made up of Marty's puzzle. So if you enjoy our apps, do check that out. We've got one by Marty, one by James Sinclair, 2 very, very popular constructors, which are available now. Now, anything else to tell you about? Oh yes, I'm delighted to say that Tim, who won June's competition, I wrote to Tim yesterday. I've already had an email back saying that Tim is down for making a Sudoku video with me that hopefully will appear on the channel. And Tim said that he wanted something quite challenging, maybe not quite icy fruit level, but challenging. So I've told Mark that, and we'll see what Mark comes up with. Anyway, birthday wise, I've only got one birthday today. Sasha, you have turned 29. That's what I think I've written anyway. 29 today. By the way, Sasha, you share your surname with one of our most generous supporters. So I don't know if that's coincidence or not. I won't obviously reveal the surname, but Sasha, I'd be interested to know if anyone else in your family watches Cracking the Cryptic assiduously. But Sasha, I hope you have a brilliant birthday today. I know you're planning on having chocolate brownie with icing. That does sound good. That does sound good. And you've been watching since COVID. So thank you for doing that. And, well, I hope you're going to enjoy today's video on your birthday. Now, let's have a look at Given but Hidden by Marty Sears. The rules are as follows. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So we've got to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Some cells in the grid contain a given digit, and these have all been circled. This is so silly. A circled given digit indicates how many times that digit appears as a circled given digit in the grid. So that means there are 8 circled given digits in the grid. It's just we can't see any of them. It says, unfortunately, most of these given digits are obscured by fog. Entering a correct digit will clear the fog in that cell, and maybe others too. No guessing is necessary. And a black dot sits between 2 digits where one is double the other. Oh, Marty, thank you for using that phrasing. I really do prefer that phrasing of black dot logic to the one that's we've really grown up with, I suppose, in the world of variant Sudoku, where it refers to the digits being in a 1-to-2 ratio. And I just think if you're a newcomer to the world of Sudoku, that mathematical language might just be a step too far for a concept that's incredibly simple. So, Marty, thank you for doing that. And then, oh yes, there's something about this. The 2-digit number to be discovered in the blue frame, reading left to right, will indicate the total number of circled given digits that exist in the grid. So whatever goes in there, if this was, I don't know, I won't put it in case it's right, 15, that would mean there were 15 circled given digits, and we've already got 8 of them. Well, we haven't got 8, but we know that there are 8 of them. Anyway, that's all the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual, but now I get to play. Let's get cracking. So, I'll tell you what I know about 3 cells joined by 2 black dots. Let's start there. This central digit will always be 2 or 4. And the way to think about this is let's look at this digit just for the sake of exposition. And let's start with the digit 1. How could the sequence develop? We know one digit is always double the other. So if this is a 1, this can't be a half. So it's going to go 1, 2, 4. That's one possibility. If we start with 2 on the other hand, it's going to go 2, 4, 8. It can't go 2, 1 and back to 2 because of Sudoku rules. So it's always going to ascend. Now if we start with 3, we get into a pickle. Because 3, 6 is possible, but what would this digit be? It can't be 12 and it can't go back down to 3. So there's actually only 2 possible sequences. Now it's complicated slightly because the sequence could start 1, 2, 4, or it could start 1, 2, 4 going the other way. It could be 2, 4, 8, or 2, 4, 8 going the other way. But always, this is 2 and 4, always the sequence includes the digits 2 and 4, whether it's 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. And these digits will be from this pattern. And if one of those was 8, it would be uncircled. So it would be the only uncircled 8 in the puzzle. And we know that because this is a Sudoku. And there are 9 rows in this Sudoku. So there are 9 8s in the puzzle. And that would be the only uncircled 8. Which is... That's impossible, actually. This is wrong. Right, okay, so we're already being made to think. Hang on, let me just think this through. Is there a different way of... Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, all right. So it is correct. It is correct to say that this is not 2, 4, 8. Now let's talk about why that's the case. Now the way I saw it originally was I noticed that if one of these was an 8, neither of these is an 8. And in column 1, neither of these is an 8. Now the problem with that is that if that was the situation, row 1 and row 9 would have no circled 8s in them. Because the only place we can hide a given circled 8 is going to be behind the fog. So that's wrong. And I think I've sort of elided over. I've distilled the logic that I got to it by thinking that through. The way to do this actually is to start here, say, okay, neither of those can be a circled 8. So one of these must be. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a better way of doing it. I just didn't do it that way. Because if neither of these was, then again, we would run into a pickle in terms of the total number of circled 8s we could put in the puzzle. So there are no circled 8s here, and that means the middle digit is a 2. Because it's going to go 1, 2, 4. Oh, we got... okay. We got... You can't have done that. Okay, so there's a 9 now. So now we know there's an absolute multitude of circled 8s and circled 9s, and they're all hidden by the fog. If that's 45, it's going to be 45, isn't it? I've got tears in my eyes. That's so ridiculous. Why do I think it's going to be 45? Well, 45 is a Sudoku secret, as well as being, if you square 45, you get this year, 2025, which is rather a beautiful thing. 45 is the secret of Sudoku, because it's something I tell only my very favourite people. Of course, if you're watching this, I'm going to share it with you. 45 is the sum of the digits 1 to 9. So let's imagine in this puzzle, every single digit was circled. Why is my phone? That's fine. Let's imagine one of every type of digit. So 1 9 circled, 1 8 circled, 1 7 circled, etc. Well, then you know there's going to be 9 circled 9s, 9 circled 8s, 7s. Sorry, did I say 9 circled 8s? I didn't mean to. 9 circled 9s, 8 circled 8s, 7 circled 7s, 6 circled 6s, 5 gold rings, no, 5 circled 5s, etc. And if you add up those digits then, the circled digits, you would get 45. And that's going to be possible, isn't it? I mean, I haven't done the exact count, but that's a 7 by 7. Oh, hang on. Yeah, 40. Yeah, no, there's plenty enough. There's plenty enough grey cells for this to work. It would require, I think, most of the grey cells to contain circled digits. And 9 is a very difficult number, actually. Because once 9 is circled, there are 9 9s in the grid. It's a Sudoku. And every single... Oh, I see. So every single 9 in the grid is circled. So the 9 in box 8 must be a circled 9. So it can't be down here. We wouldn't see it, would it? It wouldn't have the purple outline. So I think that's got to be a 9. I hope that's right. Yes, that's made sense. Okay, and now there must be a circled given 9 in row 1, and it's not there. So it must be here. Yes, so it must be a 9 in one of those. There must be a 9 in one of those, I suppose. 9. I don't really want to go pencil marking 6 different cells that have to contain a 9. I mean, there is going to be a 9 there. There's going to be a 9 there. There's going to be a 9 in one of those cells. That's weird, actually. That's very... Oh, hang on. Well, now I can go back to 8s. Yes. Because, again, this is clearly not a yellow circled 8, is it? So row 1's 8, wherever that 8 goes, and it's going to be in one of those cells, is not circled. So that's going to be the only instance in the puzzle of a non-circled given 8. So in this row, there must be a circled given 8, and the only place it can go is there, I think. Yes. And that's revealed... Oh, that's good. Right, so that's revealed a new black dot. And you can't put 9 on a black dot. Because remember, one digit's double the other. So one digit would have to be 4.5 or 18. They are not Sudoku numbers. So we can, I think, write 9 in here. Yes, it cleared the fog. This is weird, the way that fog cleared. Okay, I'm perfectly prepared to put 9 into 4 cells because I did it here. I'm not really prepared to put it into 5. Right, but now what? Right. Yeah. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. So, we've worked out, haven't we, that there is an 8 in row 1 that is uncircled. So every other 8 in the puzzle is circled. And that means that in this box there is a circled given 8, and you can see it. We should be able to see it, so it must be under the fog. Now there is an 8 on this black dot, which means it's a 4-8 pair. Right, and the 8 must be circled. So if the 8 was there, there would be an 8 up here that wasn't circled, and an 8 there that wasn't circled. So that's got to be 8, I think. That's got to be 4. I really hope this clears some fog. 5. 5 has now become... it's so going to be. It's so going to be all the digits. It's really funny. We've got a new black dot which can't have 4 on it. So this isn't 2, 4 or 4, 8. So it's either 1, 2, which would be that way round, or it's 3, 6 in either disposition. Where is 8 in box 5? Might be a good question. I think it's in one of 2 places. We know it must. We know it can't be here because it would be a second uncircled 8. Ooh, now, okay, I was about to make an error there, I think. I was going to say an 8 must be circled in box 2. But that's not true, is it? What if that was 8? If that was 8, that would be the uncircled 8 in row 1. So you'd have to have a circled 8 there. You'd have to have a circled 8 there. You'd have a circled 8 in one of those, a circled 8 in one of those. I think that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that would work. So, okay, so I do have to be careful. I think this could be an 8 and be the uncircled 8. Right, so what do we do now? We've got a 5. So there are 5 circled 5s. But they could be anywhere, couldn't they? I think. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of room for those. Oh, I know. Where's 9 in box 5? 9 has to be... All the 9s are circled. So it's there, I think. We've got to be able to see it. It can't be on the black dot. Yes. And another new black dot. That's also taking 9 out of these cells. It's just lovely, this. It's lovely. Oh, so I get the 9 in box 2. Can't be here anymore, so it's got to be there. No, that doesn't mean that's an 8. That could still be the 8. We've got to be careful. How many 9s have I got? I've got several. 1, 2... I've got 6. So I've got a 9 in one of those 4, a 9 in one of these 2, and a 9 in one of these 2. And... No, okay, so maybe I do have to think harder about how that's going to work. And... Okay, and we've got a new black dot here. I don't know what that means. At least I don't think I do. And we've now got 22. So imagine there were... I mean, it's going... I think it's going... Oh, no, hang on. It's not 45. Oh, goodness. Hang on. It's not 45. It can't be 45 because there's a 5 here. I thought this was going to be 45. Oh. That's a big surprise, actually. In fact, oh look. Right. This digit is a 3 or a 4, I'm going to claim. Because because it can't be a 2. So this is a double digit total, obviously, that gives the total number of given circles. At the moment, we've got 9. Maverick's about to fly over. We've got 9 plus 8 plus 5. That's 22. So that's impossible because, well, for many reasons, but this cell can't be a 2 by Sudoku. So this is a number bigger than 2, and we know it can't be bigger than 45. So it's either a 30-something number or a 40-something number. Now, which one? It's going to be quite hard for it to be a 40-something number. It couldn't be we know it can't be 45. It can't be 44. That's going to break Sudoku. 43 would imply every single number was circled except for a 2. And 43 would make this a 1-2 pair. 42 is impossible, so 40 itself is impossible, so it would be 41 if it's not. So 4, 1, and then this would be 3, 6. And if this was 41, we'd be missing circles from digits that sum to 4, so either 4 itself would not be circled, or 1 and 3 would not be circled. I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. The 8 in this box, has this been available for ages, or has this only just appeared? I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe when I made the 8 pencil mark, this cell was still foggy. But I know that the only uncircled 8's in row 1, so this must be 8, I think. Yes. Oh, look, and there's a new thingy that's revealed itself that can't have 9 on it. So these 9s and the black dots have been really helpful, actually. Now these can't be 9s by Sudoku, so there's a 9 here. I've got 7 9s now, so it's just these 9s that we've got to place. But what's this? That's got to be 3, 6. Because it can't include 1, 2, 4, or 8. So the only other black dot pair in Sudoku that exists is 3, 6. So these squares are now 5, 7, 8, I think. And that's definitely not 8. And we know that we can't uncircle. We can't have an uncircled 8. So that's 8. Yes, this is beautiful. And then we've got to be the same. We've got to take care up here because this could be the 8 in row 1 that's uncircled. Or hang on, is that right? I think it is right. So bobbins. Okay, so this is not an 8. So there could be an 8 in one of those that was circled. But if there wasn't, then this would be an 8 and this would be an 8. Oh, there's a butterfly that's flown in today. Well, that's a much more silent insect than yesterday. What is that? Is that a meadow brown? Or a tortoise shell? I should know the difference. I used to. There was a time in my life when I knew the difference. Okay, right. Don't think about that. So what does that mean? If that's 3, 6 and that's 3, 6, is that doing something interesting? Ooh. Right, I'm actually... One question we could ask now is about 7. If 7 is circled in the puzzle, then, well, I can see there's no circled 7 in column 9 and there's no circled 7 in row 9. So if 7 is circled, I think that would have to be a 7. Oh, no, this doesn't... Right. No. Right. Okay, it's much simpler than that. Because there's no circled 7 in this box, that can't be a 7. So I don't know where the 7 goes in box 5, but I know wherever it goes, it's uncircled. And I know there's an uncircled one there and an uncircled one there. So it's impossible to create 7 circled 7s because 3 of the 9 7s in the puzzle are definitely uncircled. Now, that means that the central digit is a 3. Because once you knock 7 out from being circled, the maximum number of circles you could put in the puzzle is the magic number 45 minus 7, 38, which actually this can't be. So this is a 3. Oh. So 3 is circled, and that's useful. That's actually doing so. 6 is circled, but this now is a 1-2 pair. Oh, bobbins. Okay, I thought that was going to be useful. 6 is now... Well, 6 is an uncircled digit in box 5. What do we need? 4, 6, 7 into these squares. Let's actually pencil mark them. And that's definitely not 6. Or 4, actually. That is a 7. So this is a 4-6 pair. I'm looking across thinking, well, surely that's resolved. And maybe it's not, actually. Okay. So 4 is in one of those 3 cells. And okay, we know 7 is not. Yeah, it's weird. So finding a digit that's uncircled basically means that digit can go anywhere. So there's no particular use in the digit 7, I think. Sorry, I'm not sure what to do now. 6 has made an appearance, and we have... Oh, so what is the total now? So the total now is 9, 8, 6, 5, 3 as a minimum, which is 22 plus 9, which is 31. Oh, you could get 34. I was about to say you can't get 34, because I was thinking, how would you convert 31 to 34? You'd need an extra 3, which we've already used, but you could have a 2 and a 1. So hang on, so what digits... What... Sorry. What digits have we... We know that 7 is definitely not used. So that takes us down to 38. So if 2 was not circled anywhere, then we would get 36, which is obviously a possible total. But if this is 34... Oh, it's 7 and 4 then that are not circled. So 4 is a very crucial digit, because if 4 is circled, this is 36. And if 4 is uncircled, and 4 is definitely uncircled in a lot of places. Well, 3 to be precise. No, okay, so not a lot of places. It could be circled here. Wow. Gosh, there was just a breath of wind from outside my window there, and it was like a sirocco. There's a blue sirocco blowing. Hothouse flowers. That's where I learnt the word sirocco from. It's blowing. Oh, what a great song. My hothouse flowers anecdote, and it's not a very good one, but forgive me. I'm not blessed with great anecdotal skills, but I do remember watching the Eurovision Song Contest for some sin I must have committed. No, that's only a joke. At some point in the past, many years ago, and they had sort of the acts coming on, and then at the interval, I said, right, now we're going to have Hothouse Flowers, who were an established band, and they came on and they played Don't Go, and it was just, the step up in quality was lunacy. It was just incredible. So there, I've said it. Oh, and now I've just spotted, so I really like Hothouse Flowers, but 8 is on here now by a sort of X-wingy type logic. I've got 8's pencil mark there, 8's pencil mark there. So 8 in row 3 is on this dot. So this is a 4-8 pair, and I'm pretty sure we can't have the 8 uncircled, can we? Because that would be an uncircled 8, and there would be a second uncircled 8 there, and that wouldn't allow us to complete enough circled 8s. So we can do that. This is not a 4. This is now an 8. Oh, look, we're off and running again. How many 8s have I got now, then? 5, 6, 7. I see, I've got 2 more to do. And it's going to be whichever one of these is the real, not the real 8, but the circled 8. That is an uncircled 4, you know. So now I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 uncircled 4s. So if 4 is circled, of the remaining 5 4s in the grid, 4 have to be circled, which is that very possible or very impossible? It's almost worth. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I might do it. If we just I'm thinking, if I highlight all of the grey cells at this point in the puzzle that could contain 4, am I going to have enough rows and columns and boxes to put 4 distinct 4s in them? I don't know if that's a good question, but I'm going to try that. So I think you could put a 4 in those 2. Probably those 2. Definitely not these. Definitely not those. I think all 3 of those could have a 4. That definitely can't. That can, but that's in the same column as that triple. These can't, they can't, and that can. And that's perfect. That's perfect. Because if I've done that correctly, there's only 3 sort of Sudoku units in that panoply of digits. There's row 2, column 2, and that. And I definitely can't put 4 4s into the red cells. If I was to try to do that, I would necessarily break the rules of Sudoku. Now, so let's check my logic is correct. If that is right, then 4 is not a circled digit in the puzzle. So that means that 7 and 4 are not circled digits, which means the maximum number of circled digits is now 45 minus 11, which is 34. So I think this is a 4, I think. And I think this is a 6. That didn't clear any fog, and of course I've now managed to get a bee that's flown in, which is a lot noisier than a butterfly. So 34. So now there are circled 1s and 2s. So let's just, so it's every digit apart from 4 and 7 is circled in the puzzle. Now, okay, so let's lose the red flavouring. We don't need that. And return to doing some thinking. So these squares are 5, 6, 7. by Sudoku and include a 6. So there is a circled 6 here. So, yeah, actually circled 6s are going to be hard to come by. Yes, where are circled 6s? This one is definitely not circled. There can't be a circled 6 in column 9, there can't be a circled 6 in row 9. So these cells, or that is the 3 uncircled 6s. So every other 6 that is not capable of being put into... Yeah. So every other 6 in the puzzle that is not capable of being put either into this box, this column, or this row is circled. Look at column 1. Imagine this was a 6, for example. Well, that would definitely be a 4th uncircled 6. So the 6 must be in the corner. Boom. That was actually fairly logical. Hooray! Now, surely I can do that logic again. Oh, the bees got caught by the spider now. That means a bigger amount of noise as they do battle. Oh no, it hasn't. Now it's coming back over here. You might have seen that on the webcam. Why are you coming in here? No. Sorry, it is very distracting to have a bee flying around your ear when you're trying to solve a Marty Sears puzzle. 3, 5, 6, 8. You must have... Go away! You must have seen that on the webcam. It's quite a persistent bee, actually. Can I use my Nickley puzzle book to tempt it to go away? I can't. Sorry. This is really bad. Okay, I've got my Nickley puzzle book. If it comes back, come on, out the window. Go over there. Right. It's headed for the window, and now it's disturbed the butterfly that was quite calm. Gosh, it's all kicking off. Right. Sorry. Let's go back. No, just stay over there. Right. Concentrate. Right, so we've got a circled 3. We don't know anything about 7s. We do know about... I want to think more about 6s. That's what I wanted to think about. So, there's an uncircled 6, an uncircled 6, an uncircled 6. Every other 6 has to be capable of being in a... I mean, is it worth doing the same thing again and trying to highlight all of the cells of fog that could be 6s? Just to sit. I mean, we might find that has to be a 6, for example. It's probably not a bad idea. I'm just going to try it quickly, actually. That seems closer to that green, doesn't it? Right. One of those could be a 6. This one can't. One of these 3. This one? Maybe, yes. One of those 2 is by Sudoku. What about these 2? I think that those 2 are also in play. So, and how many... Okay, so how many circled 6s do we need? We've got 2, so we need 4 more. 1 is here, so I need 3 more. I think that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's quite interesting, though, isn't it? So what we've learnt from that is that there is a 6 in one of those 3 cells. Because 1, 2, 3. That's the only way of getting enough 6s. But I don't think I can... I mean, that's not a useful pencil mark. This might end up being a 6, but I don't think it has to be, providing there was a 6 in one of those 2. Yeah, okay. So I might leave that colouring in because, you know, it will remind me about 6s. 5s. here's a point about fives. 5, all the perimeters, or the whole perimeter, hasn't got... well, there are 4 5s. In those cells I've just highlighted, there are 4 5s because there are no 5s in the corner of the puzzle. So the 4 5s that are uncircled are the perimeter 5s. Oh, goodness. Whoa. Sorry, that was a near miss. That was Maverick on steroids. So every other yeah, this is beautiful. This is much easier as well, especially without the B. Yeah, because these cells contain the uncircled 5s, that can't be a 5. If that's a 5, that's definitely a 5th uncircled 5 in this puzzle, so that's got to be a 7. Didn't clear fog. That hopefully will do. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so this is now a 6-7 pair. 5 is down there, probably. Oh no, because it could be in the perimeter, so we can't do that. Oh, I'm wondering if we do the same trick again, because this 5 is quite a potent 5 from the perspective of that column, isn't it? I've got 3 more 5s to find. Oh, I think it's okay, actually. I think it's okay. Oh, I thought I'd seen something there, but I don't think I have now. Right, let's double check though. So we'll put blue into the grey cells that can be 5s, and we need 3 of them. Now, this one and this one I think are both okay. So we'll put blue into those. These are not okay, these are not okay. Those would be okay. What about those? I think they're fine, aren't they? I think even that's fine. These are fine. So we're in this shape. And we need 3. Yeah, so these are spaced out over 4 rows, 5 boxes, and many columns. 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Bobbins. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, so that's not how to do it. So I don't really know what the right way to do it is. 3 is definitely in one of those cells by our old friend Sudoku. Why can't I do my 1-4 pair here? I would very much like to do my 1-4 pair. Or 8s? Can we revisit 8s? Do we know? No, we don't know enough. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. I've broken it. No, oh, I see. No, I haven't. What's gone on here then? Has more fog been revealed or something? Because I've got 2 8s pencil marked here. So there must be an uncircled 8 there, which means that one of these must be a circled 8. And it's obviously not that one. So that should be an 8, I think. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is a great old digit look. Because that's got to have a 4 on its black dot. And that's placed a 6 here by Sudoku. Which is a green digit, isn't it? Yeah, look, 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 look. So now we can get rid of that from being green. We can get rid of this from being green. What's this done? we can get rid of that from being green. That is green, so it doesn't need extra green. That's definitely... That's not blue anymore, is it? Because blue... What was blue? Blue was 5. So 6 is now in one of 2 places in box 8. And I've now got 3 circled 6s, 4 if we count this one, and I need 2 more. So one of these 2 and one of those 2 is what's going on. And so if that was a 6, then this would be a 6. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, sorry. It's a really clever puzzle. It's quite brilliant, actually. 1, 2, 7 into those positions in column 5. What about this then? 3, 5, 6. So that's 3 or 5. It sees 6. That's 3, 5 or 6 presumably. Ah, botheration. Now, a 6 is in one of 2 places in box 3. I've got the uncomfortable feeling that I've missed a trick here. Has anything changed as a result of what we've just done? Or are we in the same position that we were? Has the thing changed for 5s? I've still got 3 more 5s to put into thingies. I think we're still in the same position. It still looks like it's 4 rows, 4 columns, lots of boxes. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 boxes. So that's not what we have to do next. Probably. Golly gosh, I don't know. What could it be? 1, 2, 5, 7 into row 3. 1, 2, 5, 7. No. Gosh, I don't know actually. It's not 9s, is it? Okay, with 9s we've got this little sort of X-wing pattern to finish off. 8s I think are finished. I think we've got every 8 in the puzzle, so it's not 8s. 7s are, I think, unrestricted. 6s I've looked at quite carefully, and I do understand that there's a restriction applying on 6s. And maybe I've missed that. That's still got fog under it, hasn't it? Because that would be a terrible thing to not. Yeah, that's still got fog under it. Yeah, okay, that's still got fog under it. Yeah, and that one, I think it's still got fog under it. This could be a very bad problem with my method. 5s. Let's double click the 5s. There's no way I've missed a point there. I mean, I could well have missed lots of points, but yeah, there could be arguments like if you made that a 5, you're obviously destroying both of those. In fact, that immediately breaks. That's a very odd point. Yeah, look at that. If that's a 5, because both of these would not be able to be 5s now, and this wouldn't be able to be a 5 now, the 5s in the puzzle that could be circled are split over only 2 columns of the grid. And I need 3 of them, and I'd only have 2 of them therefore. So I think that's a 3. Which didn't clear any fog. I mean, that felt logical. I hope it was logical. I've got a 5, 6 pair now at the bottom of the grid down here. Oh, but do I have to be... I don't have to be careful with 6s, do I? I do a bit. So this is going to be a useful digit for one of the colours. It's definitely a circled digit. And this is definitely an uncircled digit. What is... There should be a digit of 3, isn't it? We can pencil mark down here. Oh, so how many 3s have we got uncircled now? Ah, we've got 1 circled. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 definitely uncircled. Oh, am I going to have to do this as well? Look, hang on, hang on. Oh, good. Is it 3s? I think it's 3s. This is so cool if it's 3s. I think it is a bit. I think it is a bit. So look, let's give the 3 a colour. Let's make it purple. I know it's a bit close to the 9, but it's close. It's the closest thing I've got to the 3. Now, if we highlight again all of the fog cells that could contain a 3, these can't. These can't. These can't. That can't because of this 3. So we're looking at these 2 cells, I think, and we're looking at some, and those 2, and maybe this one. Maybe this one as well. So, right, sorry, I had to take that call. Now, what was I doing? This usual situation where I just carry straight on and I don't give myself any time at all to remember what on earth I was thinking about before that call came in. Okay, so I've made that pink, which, okay, pink was the colour of 3. Yeah, we need 2 more circled 3s. And it seems that they are in these 2 columns. Is that believable? Well, why? No, actually, oh yes, no, that is believable. No, it genuinely is believable. Okay. Okay, so, but that doesn't mean that these aren't 3s, does it? Because if that was a 3, yeah, then that could be a 3 and that could be a 3. Okay, so we know that the circled 3s are combined to these 2 columns, but we don't know. At least I don't think I know where they go. If that was a 3, then you would know that they were in those cells. But there's no I don't think there's a reason that this doesn't have to be a 3. 4. 4 is there by Sudoku. So 4 is in one of those 2 cells by Sudoku. So 4, I didn't think, 4 was going to be a useful digit. Because 4 and 7, I do remember that they were useless digits, weren't they? They were not the droids we were looking for. Oh, bobbins, come on now. Okay, so I've got all my colouring. My colouring is to represent the fact that 5s, 6s and 3s have to appear. Yeah, how many 6s have we got left? We've got 3 more 6s. 1, 2, 3. 5s. We've got 5s are rotten actually. 5s are rotten. We've got loads of places for 5s, relatively. Well, 4 rows, 4 columns, 5 boxes. And 5. Yeah, and we know that 5s are in the 5s are in the perimeter. But that's... Yeah, no. Yes, that's sensible. So 5. Yeah, every uncircled 5 is in the perimeter. So that's huge, because where there's indisputably a 5 in column 8 in this puzzle. And if it wasn't in the perimeter, it would be a 5th uncircled 5. So it must be there, I think. So that's 4. Oh, I'm going to put that in. I just want to. I actually just let me think about 4 first. Let's do 4 first and come back to this 5 here, because it's going to disturb this cell, which is definitely a cell I want to think about properly. So 4s now are all but done. There's just an X-wing of 4s left. Now this 5 is telling us that, well, this is a 6 for starters, and this is a 5. Oh, it is a 5. That's true. So now that's actually a blue, isn't it? So it's not a green 6. Right. And do you remember the green 6s? One of those was a green 6 because one of these was a green 6 and one of those was a green 6. So that is now a 6. Yes, and it is. It really is a 6. Oh, although... So that's a 6. That's a 7. And one of these is the final green 6. And they're X-winged as well. There's a lot of X-wings left in the puzzle. But now, oh no, nearly. No, it's really not that much better. So the 5 being here, I've still got 3 columns left for 5s, 3 rows, only 3 boxes now. So I have for my 2 extra 5s. So I feel like that gap has closed. Yeah, but now 3s are more interesting again. Because my circled 3s must now be in these cells. Yeah, no. Maybe. Well, okay. There's definitely a circled 3 here, and there's definitely a circled 3 here. That's what the pencil marking is telling us. So these are not 3s. And now 3 in column 1 is there, which is not very helpful. No, I'm wrong. It is helpful. Where's 3 in box 9? And the answer is there. And that means we've got another X-wing of 3s. Where's 3 in the bottom row? It's got to be here. So that's not 3. This digit is 1, 2, or 7. And this is a 3. One of these is a 3, but not necessarily with 5. Probably with 5, but not necessarily with 5. But actually, oh, okay, this is definitely a 3-9 pair, because one of those is a 9, and we've just worked out one of those is a 3. So in this box, we haven't put in 1, 2, 5, and 7, which extraordinarily... I don't believe it. And that can be any of those digits, 1, 2, 5, or 7. No. It's easier than that, isn't it? It's easier because now 3 has been locked in here with 9. This can't be blue. This can't be blue anymore. And if it can't be blue, how do you get 2 more 5s? Oh, this is so beautiful, Marty. This is really brilliant, because now 5, there's only 2 places left, that one and that one. So we must have a blue 5 circled here and a blue 5 circled here, which means this is a 3-5 pair now. Which means... So that is not a 5 after all. So this digit is 1 or 4 by Sudoku. And I thought that was going to do... Whoa, it does do something. It does do something, because now this digit can't be a 5, so that's 1, 2, or 7. And now in the top row, the 5 has to be there. So these are not 5. And these are not 5. So, this is ridiculous. So where's 5 in column 1? Not there. It's got to be here. So that's 5. That's 3. That's 3. That's 6. That's beautiful. And it was correct. So that loses its greenification. That's a 6. This is not a 3. 1, 2, and 7 into these cells. This is a 1, 2, or a 7. Oh, everything's a 1, 2, or a 7. These are 1, 2, or 7. Don't get these are all 1, 2, and 7, but that's not 7. Okay, so we've got a 1, 2 pair in this column. Hang on, what on earth am I meant to do now then? That's not 1. Oh, look, 1 and 2 are looking at that cell. That's what we do now. That's a 7. Okay, and that's going to get us unstuck probably. This is now. Oh, this is good. That's a 5 by Sudoku. So this is the 5. There we are. There we are. Right. So that's definitely blue. This is now 1, 2, or 7. The 7 here places the 7. Right, here we go. So now we've got a, oh whoopsie, we've got a 1, 2 pair. This is not 7 because of, sorry, that's another interruption. I don't know what is going on today, but it's annoyances aplenty. But I think we were at least on the home straight, I think, on this one. What were we doing? We have got a 1 or a 2 here. I can't really remember what I was doing again, but I think we were on a bit of a run, weren't we? We've got I don't know what we've got. We've got something. Definitely got something. We've got, it's getting hotter and hotter as well. I should probably have got up after that call and just doused myself in water or something, but I didn't. I've got 3, 5 here. 1, 2, 7. I've got 1s, 2s, and 7s all over the place. 3, 5. 1, 4. 7. This is not a 7. That's a 1, 2 pair. Right, that's a 7. Here. Oh, okay. That, I think, just cleared the fog from here. Right, okay. And that 9s are all shaded or all circled, aren't they? So if that's a 9, the puzzle's broken. So that's going to do more jiggery pokery. 9, 9. That's probably all the 9s. This is now 3. So that's 3. Okay, now we've got our 3 circled 3s. We've got another 5 there. And we should, yeah, we've got 5 circled 5s. So does that do? Yes, yeah, 5 in the top row is now placed. And let's actually double click the 5s. And are they all? I think we've got them all. Okay, so we can't do anything more there. And we've got, what have we got to put into box 4? 1, 2, 4 I'm going to claim. So that is 1 or 2. It can't be 4. That's 1, 2, or 4. Ah, right, look at column 1. That's a 1, 2, 4, 7 quad, but the 7 is definitely up here, isn't it? So that can't be a 7. That's a 1, 2 pair, so this is a 7. This is not 7. So we've got 1s, 2s, 4s, 7s all over the place. But I tell you what we haven't done yet, and that is circle. I want to say circle. In fact, I haven't got. Oh, I have got. No, I have got. I've got 1, 1 and 2 2s in the puzzle, but they're definitely not circled. So these 4 cells have to contain 3 circles. 2 2s and a 1 is what they have to contain. And that presumably... Oh, it's very simple. Very simple. Look at this cell. So that cell is a something. And I don't know what it is, but it's a something. But what that means is that these 2 cells are the same something. But they're different from this something. Oh, actually, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure because we don't know. Why couldn't that just... Oh, that can't be a 1-2 pair because it's got a 7 in it. I was going to say, and I think this is wrong, that those 2 had to be 2s. Or at least I'm not sure it's logical to say that. Maybe it's a broader colouring exercise. I'm just going to quickly try that. Red is in one. Red is that one. Because red, it must be in one of these 2. So that one's red. So this one's orange. So this one's orange. This one's red. Please go a bit further. That one's orange. So the only way that orange can be 2 now is if both of these are circled. But we can't see whether they're circled. What about the other way round? If both of those were 1... okay, that's it. If both of these were 1, then the only place that 2 could be circled would be in box 3. Because that's the only place we've got fog left. And that can't be correct, can it? Because I can't put 2 circled 2s into one Sudoku box. So in fact, orange is 2. I think. Yeah, it was those 2. So these are 1s. These... now, hopefully, that's actually going to solve the... Oh, no. I'm a bit worried about it. I've got another 1-7 deadly pattern here now, which is not what I wanted at all. 4, 4, 1, 2... It's brilliant, Marty. This is one of the best puzzles. Good grief. Look, when you put this 2 in, it clears the fog from here. So you can see that this is an uncircled... If it was a 1, that would be a 1, and there would be no circled 1s in the puzzle. So I think those are 7s. I think these are 1s. Yeah. And 1 was red. 1 was red. So that was beautiful. That is a very, very beautiful puzzle. Interrupted a little bit, but what can you do? Got attacked by a bee, got phone calls galore, but we still got through it, and it was fabulous, absolutely fantastic. Look how colourful it is now at the end. Actually, I'm going to... maybe I should correct the colouring, otherwise people get cross with me. This 9 colouring is totally all over the place, isn't it? Something like that, maybe. Actually, let's make all of those red. All of the 2s can be orange. There. Maybe that. I might have got something wrong, but I very much love the puzzle, as I think 1 or 2 other people might rather love it too. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.